The constant pull of approaching business planning through the lens of a business's ministry operating system is this draw towards integration. It's trying to help us see the entire organization flourish. It's in a journey more than an event. That's why being in C12 is more like going to a gymnasium, a fitness center, where we're constantly trying to get overall stewardship fitness than it is an urgent care clinic just trying to solve a problem. And to help us look at where there may be gaps unaware for further integration and better overall flourishing of the businesses we steward, let's do a little different assessment on the state of our businesses, again, through the lens of a business's ministry operating system. So first thing we're going to do is you're going to take the different areas of the business, and we'll start with revenue for simplicity. But you're going to do this across all domains of the business, and we're going to ask a series of critical questions. The first is going to be, how well does that area of the business reflect the mission as stated of our business? How well does that area of the business reflect the vision? Is that area of the business supporting the vision? Is it advancing vision? Could you look at the way you plan and execute that dimension of the business and see evidence of the vision that you've got stated? Now we also want to ask the question, we talk a lot about core values and culture, so how do those values of the business reflect and change the way we go about that part of the business? Are we taking them off the wall into the very fabric of how we behave and operate? And as you think about that specific team, that specific set of functions and processes and planning, is there an opportunity or gap for how we incorporate and reflect our stated core values? One of the things we talk about in C12 is understanding what is your dominant selling idea, your essential value proposition, the unique way in which you bring all that you are as an organization to the marketplace. And perhaps you found that being redefined slightly. Maybe it's been changing. But what's so easy to do is have a rapid pivot for a part of the way you express your dominant selling idea, your DSI. Perhaps you've had to shift towards an e-commerce distribution process, or you've had to go to a remote workforce. And so one area may be forced, but you've not stopped and actually made sure that there's consistent integration and support of that DSI across all the other dimensions of the business. Perhaps the shift of how you're doing sales is gone great, but there's a need to shift how you're doing cash flow or billing and payments. And so it's a chance to, again, in a 1 to 5 fashion, rate how well would we say we are on track with reflecting and integrating that part of our strategy lens into each area of our organization. And the last question being, we have an overall organizational strategy. How is that overall strategy? We're trying to reach this market. We're trying to go to this new position. You've done all this different market positioning assessment. Is that area of our business supportive and currently aligned, or has it still got legacy kind of remnant protocol that needs to be refreshed and thought about differently? All these different questions allow us to then score this out, and we may find that entirely separate from results we're seeing today, this may identify gaps and opportunities for integration that, while they're not causing dysfunction today, they either pose risks for tomorrow or opportunities to better unleash building a truly great business for an even greater purpose tomorrow.